What up, new beings? It's your girls, Josie
and Queen,
the voice of the streets,
giving you religion, politics, current events,
as well as music promo, local music promo. So,
strap in and get ready,
because today we're going to be talking with a couple of court righteous teachers, and we asked them all one question, and that is, how do they feel about the history taught in our school system today? What up, new beings? It's Queen here, and I am here with Wiz in his kitchen. He made me put this hairnet on because he don't want no hair getting in his food.
Right.
Making
I don't
homemade
need a
chicken
hairnet.
pot pie. That's my favorite. What?
I had fun back here. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
He said I don't got no hair, and
I didn't even hear
everyone's
him say
gonna
that.
see that you don't have hair.
So, Wiz, I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about the history taught in our school systems?
History, like, far as black history?
Like
our history?
that, especially, but just the history period that they have in the textbook.
I think the history they teach in any school should be updated. First of all,
Definitely
not
should be
not
updated.
black, not just so-called black history, but history period.
Mm-hmm.
I was in grade school in the 70s and 80s, and ain't nothing changed.
They still teach.
Now
us
they got
that.
digital books and stuff like that, but dealing with our history always starts in America. Dealing with Native American history, their history always start with Europeans coming in and just now realizing they're there. Here's the problem with history. That's why they call it his story. History is always given by the people in charge. And right now, Europeans are in charge. So they're going to give a version of history that they feel is suitable for them so they can stay in charge. They'll never teach a kid true history about any other ethnic group because it'll make them feel out of place. They'll throw some truths in like they was Neanderthals or cavemen and the Africans built the pyramids and all that. But when they do that, and then a kid come home on TV and see white actors playing these parts of people that supposed to build the pyramids or biblical people and all that, psychologically, that makes a child think all history came from European people. And in reality, Europeans are the newest people on the planet Earth. And that's not racist. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So what it is they're in charge. It is what it is. So as long as they're in charge, they're going to teach what they want to teach. We got to be in charge. And the way to be in charge and teach true history is a parent needs to realize that they're the teacher. You know what I'm saying? So a parent needs to educate themselves on how to educate their kid, and they'll be in charge. A kid to go to school in charge versus the teacher being in charge. Now, I ain't saying be disrespectful, you know what I'm saying, in class, but a kid should ask questions in class. Just like a kid or a grown person should be able to ask questions in church. It's dealing with history as well. You feel what I'm saying? So I just think everything needs to be updated. Us as people need to update ourselves, just like computers and anything digital, like your fire sticks and stuff, they update themselves. Mm-hmm. We got to update ourselves. You can't rely on nobody. Why ain't you teaching my kid the true history? Well, you shouldn't want them to. You should be able to teach them that, so whatever they learn in school, they should know whether it's true or not. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion. Here, taste this.
I like that answer. Ooh, that look hot.
They got good flavor.
That's real good.
We're busy? Listen, man, I'm sitting here getting interviewed by my daughter. She want to interview you maybe over the phone, just a small segment. So she just got a question on, what's your question?
I want to know how you feel about the history taught in our school systems.
You think you can answer that?
That's broad, so as pertaining to what, how it's Europeanized?
Well, no, just what's your opinion on
That's one
history
thing.
in school and what needs to be taught in school versus what's taught in school? Ain't that it?
Basically, yeah. Like, what do you think it's missing? What do you think they need to add? Or are they, I mean, should they even be teaching the same history that they are teaching in the history books?
Probably not. So there's a book that they can keep some stuff, but I don't know if you ever gonna get the honest opinion like what the natives really look like when the natives came over here, or how black people, or how black Europe was. To be honest,
That's right.
Europe.
Used to be all black.
European wasn't really white. The first European was blacks because they was the people that came up out of the northern parts of Africa and crossed over across the Mediterranean and went to Greece and Spain. I think stuff like that. You know, it's okay.
I never even knew that. They never, nobody, I've been through all my years of school, graduated high school, and nobody told me that.
Duh. If we knew that, then we would
That's
have
what
a
I'm
bigger
saying.
sense of self.
But that's the point. That's why we are calling you, asking this question. Because there's a lot of stuff like that's important, that's missing, but they rather celebrate with Forge Days. They celebrate with Forge Days and got black kids running around with these bonnets and kind of prairie looking gowns and stuff. They think that stuff is important to teach.
Right. Which, at some point, it is important to teach. It's just that you got to teach everything, and then they don't teach how ignorant they really tell you how ignorant they really was without telling you. Think about it. They came over here to this land, and they had no idea how to even farm it. So they couldn't have been farmers when they came over here. They knew nothing about agriculture. They learned all that from the natives. They was the most ignorant people on the planet. Like, that's why they tell the story of their rise. And you got to respect that. But they don't tell the story before they rise or how they really came up. Because they don't want everybody else to know how important we was in their history. We their creator. So,
Right.
but you never gonna hear that in history class, no.
Right.
Even like black history, like they don't teach you current black history. Like it's some blacks know some historical shit right now that they never gonna tell you about
Because they still stuck on Martin Luther King.
until it's 100 years later. But don't teach you African history, like black history. What? They don't teach you blacks in African history. They don't even teach you about blacks in South American history. And that history is way older than blacks in American history. It's definitely as old as blacks in African history. In South America. So they don't go back far enough. And then they don't be truthful enough. But you gotta think history is being taught by the rulers, so they gonna teach you a European version of history, and then they gonna teach you an Americanized version on top of that. So all their stories are gonna be biased. You know, they're not gonna teach you nothing about Hitler, or they'll teach you about World War II, but they won't interview no Germans that was in Germany over that time that was for Hitler, but wasn't necessarily racist and things like that. Or no Nazi, which was really the scientists. They ain't gonna tell you what it was about the science and stuff like that.
Right.
They're just gonna tell you that we dropped some bombs and defeated them. They'll only tell you how much money it cost to rebuild Japan after we bombed Hiroshima.
Well, so you just taught me so much just in this short period of time. 5 minutes and 46 seconds. That was nice. Well, thank you, Supreme. Thank you for that answer and for that knowledge today.
Queen, I'm an open book anytime.
Yes, most definitely.
There's
I'll be.
somebody I respect as much as your dad and you his seed, so anytime I'm an open book.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Right.
All right.
How do you feel about the history taught in our school systems?
How do I feel?
Give us a brief answer, if you could.
I don't feel anything about the history taught in the school system. I don't think it's about my feelings. I don't agree with it, but I don't feel anything about it. I reserve my feelings for other things. What do my feelings mean? I think that if I don't like something, then I'm gonna find out and go and do what I like and try to be effective in that matter. I don't think it would do me good to get my feelings caught up in what someone else is doing and not doing. That's impotent to me. I don't feel that. You know, listen. As far as we as a people, I've said over and over and over, we can claim about history. But history belongs to the people who write it. And those who write it, those who got the power to write it. You can write your own books. You can not, thing is, we need to seek power. We lack power. Power comes directly from the earth, the ground, and the energy in it. Natural resources. Imagination turn these natural resources into usable, capitable goods, things that we can trade, things that we can use, tools we can build with and, make life better for ourselves. This is what the mind does. It learns, come up with ideals to make life better for itself.
We really are self-learners.
The mind, it does itself a disservice getting lost in the traffic river of social. What's going on with the Joneses and the political arena and Facebook and all these other things. And when it comes to productivity, there's no dwelling on that. There's dwelling only getting wet in that other nonsense.
I think they're like this.
One more.
Okay. She ain't gonna eat just one more.
It's that season, y'all. Go support your Girl Scouts. So, what we talking about today?
So we got a request from a fan asking us to talk about the N-word, nigga.
The word nigga. Okay.
And how we feel about it
N-I-G-G-A.
as being woke, as I would say, as they would say, we're woke.
What are you asking?
Being woke, how is it that we're using the N-word? Like, what does the N-word mean?
Well, one time, growing up, my dad, he watched a lot of documentaries and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one time I was listening on and watching them explain it, meaning the word God. When you say nigga, that's like saying what's up, God. You feel me? So I really never take offense to that word ever, unless it is coming from a non-colored person's mouth.
Yep.
And I don't even want to say colored. That's just what they call us. But our people. If they're not us, then yes, I'm gonna be offended when you use it. But I feel like we should be able to use that. Why not have a language of our own? They try to make everything that we try to have for ourselves. They want to make it a problem or make it seem like, why can't we do it too? Because y'all can't. Y'all took our whole language. We don't have a language. We don't have a culture. So as soon as we all can come together and use a word, I don't see it being a problem at all. Now, sometimes when we get mad, we like, nigga, da-da-da-da-da, then it's used in a bad way, but any word can be used in a bad way.
Yep.
So that doesn't make that word a bad word.
Well, I'm just tired of everything that we do seen as a negative connotation. There always has to be something negative about it, and it's not. Because me saying nigga, like, how is that ruining your day? How isn't that changing anything about you? That's me acknowledging your blackness. To me, honestly, that's me acknowledging your blackness.
Exactly.
Acknowledging
that's
that
like
the
saying,
fact
"What's
that
up,
me
bro?"
and you, that's it.
Because even me not being a guy, sometimes I find myself saying, "What's up, bro?" Or "Yeah, bro." This bro, like, we not bros. You feel me? This really sis. I could be saying that, but it's just the same. Like, it's all the same. Like, what up, my nigga? The fact that we can say that to each other is beautiful, and it should be. So stop trying to turn it around and make it seem like it's what it's not. Like it's something bad. It's nothing wrong with it.
So to answer that, no, we don't think nigga is a bad word.
Not when we using it with each other.
Not when we use it with each other. When the others decide to start using it, that's when there's a problem. So I think that's about all I have for that one. What about you?
I want to touch on one more thing. Because okay. So Caucasian people, I say Caucasian people because they did come from the Caucasus Mountains. You feel me? That's where they're from. That's what they are. They're not white. They're really clear. But anyway, they took that word that we were already using, not calling each other niggers, saying nigga with the H on the end, and they made it derogative. Come here, you nigger. Because y'all don't even know how to even say it right. They was really country and all of that. Everything, you know, that redneck, all that. That's just how they came at us. So then it became an ugly word. You feel me? They whipped us and called us niggers. They raped us and called us niggers. They treated us worse than they treated dogs and called us niggers. So for over 400 years. So I can see why it's like, oh, it's a bad word now. But it's only bad when they use it, because that stems from evilness. That's within them. We have no reason to feel any type of way about that word. That's why we use it so easily. That's why it flows out of our mouth so easily. Because it's within us. It's from home.
I agree.
Well, I think that's enough. I ain't gotta say too much else. I'm gonna get too much into everything, and I'm not trying to offend nobody.
But I feel like those are facts though as well. So hope y'all answer that question and leave comments below about how you feel about the N-word and what we had to say about it. Peace, love in the Middle East.